Okay, so here's Harry's IRM trade. Now, I was watching this stock as well all day long, and I had a mental barrier to these types of trades. Now, I see these ones a lot, and they basically look like they're ignoring pretty much everything that's happening in the market right now. It's just a slow, steady grind up. If you look at the volume, nothing's really happening. They're not allowing any selling, but they're also not allowing any excessive buying or volume. It's almost like nobody cares about this stock except for one institution that's just slowly accumulating one big position on this thing. And if you look at the D1, it's ridiculous. So you see these types of bars happen, and these are grinder stocks, and they're actually a lot more profitable and successful even when you enter when it looks like it's the high than you think. They just go and go and go. And I'm going to try to enter these trades a lot more because the psychological barrier that you have to break is thinking that it's at the top, because that's not how these things behave. They're off. They don't actually behave in terms of the market at all. So if you watch this intraday chart, it's just a smooth, steady line up. And if you look at SPY, it's all over the place on SPY. IRM does not care. So Harry found this one and entered right here, right below the SMA. Well, why would he do that? Well, because he knows that if he hits the SMA and it rejects, he can just take profits. It's far enough away right there to take profits and his trade is rejected. But if it doesn't, and it's actually one of these grinder stocks, it's just gonna go and go and go all day long. So on the D1 chart, when he entered, it kind of looked like this. It was right about there, about half the size of what it is now. And it was below the 100 SMA, and you might think, okay, well, it hasn't crossed the SMA, so why would I buy this stock? But it crossed so much stuff, it's outrageous. First, the relative volume to its sector and the stock is phenomenal. It's also strong in a terrible sector, and it's stronger than the market. So it's like super stacked right there. It's a compression break right through there. That's a much bigger candle. It's a double SMA break. It breaks this algo. It breaks this algo. It breaks freaking everything. It does not care about any lines in the market at all. And of course, subsequently, it also breaks this SMA. So it's a double algo, triple SMA, compression break with relative volume. It's got everything, but it doesn't look like that when you trade it. So he entered right here, and clearly his profit target was just 50 cents. So he got in right around here, and he just held this thing until it gave him his 50 cents. And the reason why he entered up here is because he saw some confirmation on this thing right through here. As I trace across, we'll start on this big giant SPY drop. As I trace across, it drops like a little bit, but it's mostly flat. Now SPY is starting to chop up. It goes up and 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 up, and then that's where he enters. And if I go back even further to the start of the day, which is right here, let me zoom out. Start of the day is right here. It starts with no dip, even though SPY gaps down. So it's showing all sorts of confirmation all over the place. These trades are great. And the only reason why me personally, and I think why a lot of people don't take these trades, is because psychologically they seem so ready to completely pull back on you. But more often than not, they don't. This is why I think he took IRM. Oh, also, this thing doesn't really move a lot. So 50 cents took a long time for this thing to do. IRM is a stock that doesn't have a lot of volatility to it. So you really have to either size up on it or be patient.